Hello everyone. Do check out the first video before watching this one if you haven't already. Link is in the description box. Matching is an important activity for their cognitive development. My daughter loved animals and construction vehicles, so I already had these animal figurines and construction vehicle set she played with. I used these torn tiny book pages as flashcard, and we did object to picture matching with these cards and these figurines. You can use whatever you have at hand, be it animal figurines, vehicles, play vegetables, fruits, or even real ones, with close monitoring, of course. You can use any flashcards you have, or you can even find the required images on net. Just print, laminate, and cut. There are many websites which let you download flashcards for free as well. First, we did object to picture matching when she was around 16 to 17 months old, and then we moved to picture matching. I printed 2 pages of this image from the net, laminated both sheets, and cut 1 page and used Velcro dots for sticking it. I did different types of sports balls since my daughter was into it at that point of time. You can do whatever holds your kids' interest so that they are eager to do it. Then you can introduce peg puzzles. Start with large knobbed ones for smaller babies. Peg puzzle serves multiple purpose. It not only helps distinguish shapes but also distinguish between pictures. Plus it helps with their pincer's grasp along with developing their language skill. You can use either the peg puzzles or the laminated picture cards for picture-to-picture matching. Then you can move on to a 2-piece puzzle. I have this wooden 2-piece puzzle from EduEdge which I prefer over the cardboard ones, since they are good for kids who are still prone to throwing things. For more challenging work, you can introduce matching different pattern cards. There are many free printables available online and many DIY options as well. We did a lot of different matching activities. These are some DIY activities made by me by reusing things. Sorting is another activity to enhance your kids' cognitive skills. We started with color sorting. I used paper cups and glued red, blue, green and yellow paper dots on it and gave her these blocks which belong to another activity. You can give blocks or pom-poms or colored popsicle sticks. I used the same cups for shape sorting and glued different shapes like this and cut out shapes from leftover foam sheets. You can even use cardboard to make shapes. This stacker, which I mentioned earlier, was also used for shape sorting. You can even print out a farm scene and a forest scene for sorting of farm animals and wild animals, either this way or this way. We have done these many sorting activities so far and will slowly increase the difficulty level. For older kids, you can also get this kind of sorting box. Some of the activities I will mention now will help kids' pincer grasp development. This will gradually help develop their writing skills. Threading, that is passing large beads through a string. You can use a shoelace string or a blunt plastic needle and give them beads or blocks. This we introduced when she was 21 months old. Remember to use large beads with small kids. For lacing, I have this lacing horse and seriously have not found much use for it. I think foam sheets or cardboards with holes punched in them would work better. Just give a shoelace with a big knot at the end. We are currently working on these. Give your kids some crayons and let them scribble in a book. When you are giving crayons to toddlers, always prefer the organic or non-toxic ones if they are still putting things in mouth. And start with the easy grip ones like these. Stamping is another activity for working on pincer grasp. Just ensure they don't put it in mouth or make too much mess. Kids also love stickers. Peeling off stickers and sticking it in a book also helps with the pincer's grasp. Give big stickers initially. Activities using tongs can also be prepared. Even turning the board book pages strengthens their pincer's grasp. You can also give them a zip pouch or a velcro pouch to try opening and closing. There are many more such pincer grasp related activities available online. You can do whichever ones your kid is comfortable with. To introduce numbers to a toddler, sing number rhymes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I caught a fish alive, 5 ducklings, 5 little monkeys, and so on. Once they start talking, make them repeat numbers. We play games like hide and seek and count till 10. My daughter loves to jump, so we sometimes count the number of jumps. All this makes repeating numbers fun for them. And later, we also introduced this flashcard and this number puzzle, which helped recognize numbers. This is the basic that needs to be covered first, and later we progress to other learning activities. You need not do the exact same activities I have mentioned. Once you know what is to be taught, you can use your own creativity to create similar activities. Another important thing before I forget is do not rely on rhymes from mobile phones or TV alone. It should be sung to them. The more you talk, sing, or read to your kid, the faster their language development happens. Also, I do not have any brand affiliations. My toys are mostly from EduEdge because they are wooden, their pricing is good, and they are made in India. Whenever possible, I always choose toys which are made in India. Do let me know if this video was helpful, and also let me know if you have any suggestions or requests. Thank you for watching.